Hi everyone, back again for another favorites. Okay, this video is going to be on some of my favorite face powders. I've gone through a lot of different face powders because I feel that for me, I need to powder after I put on foundation because I want it to set. And I don't have really oily skin. My skin is pretty much dry to normal. I noticed that since I've gotten older that I don't really have oily skin whatsoever at all. So I know a lot of people with oily skin feel the need that they need to powder to set their makeup, but for me too, I need to powder and set my makeup. So here's some of my favorite face powders that I use. And the first one I have is Pure Pressed Base SPF 20 Pressed Mineral Powder in Radiant by none other than Jane Iredale. Can you see that? Yeah, this is one of my favorite pressed powders, and this powder right here, this is what the front looks like, is very finely milled. So this is almost, it's very good coverage, and it's really recommended a lot by in the beauty world, this Jane Iredale pressed powder. And it is kind of pricey. I think this cost me close to $50 when I bought this powder, and I bought it in a beauty supply store that also sells makeup products, certain makeup products. But I'd heard so much good things about this, so I had to go out and try it. So I bought it, and I love it. It's great. I recommend it. So that's by Jane Iredale again. Good pressed powder. Another powder that I have. Now this is, remember that makeup line called Prescriptives that they used to have? Well, I think they discontinued Prescriptives like last year, I believe. But I still have this powder, and it's magic. Comes in a container like this. And it was this illuminating, gosh, it's so old that like the writing has worn off of it. Let's see what it says on the bottom. It's the Magic. It's called the Magic. Instantly cools and diffuses light to mineralize the look of fine lines, pores, and wrinkles. And remember when this came out? I know if you guys are into makeup. When this came out, it was like the big thing. Everybody had to go get it. But this, I believe, see, this is what it looks like. This powder. I believe MAC bought the rights to this powder, and they make it now. So yeah, you can go check out MAC and see if they have some sort of illuminating powder out now. I'm sure they do. I think they do, but I'm not sure exactly what it's called. But anyway, this powder is really nice, and I've had it for years. But you could probably find it. If you can't find it at MAC, maybe you can find it on eBay or something like that. Makeup Alley, somebody's selling it. But it's really good. And then, of course, I have the Laura Mercier translucent powder. Love it. Let's see, where's the? Let's see, I can see that. This is the translucent powder. Oh, voila. That's what that looks like. It's got a little shaker, and just use your brush to put it on. This is beautiful, but most of her products are really beautiful anyway. Yeah, I love Laura Mercier. Yeah, so I really recommend this powder as a powder to put on after you put on your foundation. Great stuff. And then of course I have another Laura Mercier. This is the finishing powder now. If you use the mineral powder foundation that she makes, this is the finishing powder that goes over the top of it. I don't know if you really need it. It's super finely milled too. You probably don't, it's not necessary to have this, but I wanted to get it. So anyway, this is really good. And then last but not least, my good powder that I bought by Chanel, and this is the perfecting powder, and this one is called Sud Dusk by Chanel. And I'm not sure if they still have this packaging for this powder, but this is beautiful powder. And this is more like this is perfecting powder, but you can use this for like dry foundation, you know, like a mineral powder foundation, because that's how much coverage it has. And I think I bought it in a little bit darker color than my normal skin tone, but it's good for when I go get a tan or my face gets darker. I can use this. So this mineral powder is really loose. It's a loose powder. It's really nice. So I recommend those. So those are my face powders that I highly recommend, and if you guys have any of your favorites, I'd love to know what they are. Just go ahead and comment below, and don't forget to subscribe, and if you want to leave a video response, that would be great. I'd love to watch it. Okay, talk to y'all later. Bye.